need to get clean with it, get my spar in it. Yeah, just let me sharpen it. That's the pen that I'm talking about. Park this bitch. Pulling over on the side of the road. I got a Colt 45 and a couple of hoes. And that's a beautiful show. You riding the boat, and you driving the boat. Okay, grabbing the choke. Okay.
He grabbing the choke. This is Austin, the motherfucking Tincoop, the man. So let's go.
My name isn't Austin. My name is now Tin. Didn't know it caused such a change in my head, but here I am now. You know. All right. It's Tincoop. It's how you doing, buddy?
I'm pretty fucking all right. How about yourself?
I'm great, buddy. Should I look at the camera at all, or should I just focus on
I
you?
leave that up to you. I feel
crazy.
like let that fade away and let's just have a nice conversation.
That's not there? Yeah, we're just here right now.
Fuck yeah,
okay,
bro.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I love opening with that rap. That's ooh.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
That was some fucking good grade A stuff, bro.
I would have prepared something had I,
I like the.
It's just like raw, like just hit him with it, like I'm a dinosaur. Do that shit raw, you know.
I think you got after it quite cleanly. Cool. I enjoyed what I was hearing.
Great, love to hear it. Love
Fuck
to hear
yeah,
it.
beautiful, beautiful. Okay, dude, when'd you start in the rap game?
When I was living with Billy Watt, my senior year of college. Well, kind of my junior year of college. One of our friends when Billy and I were living at a frat house junior year, not our frat, but one of the homies there was always like trying to freestyle, and I was like, dime, I can rhyme.
Ooh,
I'm on time, and then I couldn't get like anything. Like I was just struggling, you know. And then I was like obsessed with it. Like it just my ADD. Like the second I like something and want to like go towards it, I just like become overly like I've played Rocket League since my freshman year of college, and that's my goddamn game right there. So like it's the same way. Like photography, I got obsessed with, and
like sinking your teeth in.
Yeah, like I just kind of like I would be driving in the car and I was like, a beat. I want to listen to a beat. And it was just like, my friends were tired of it. Like, everybody's so tired of hearing me rapping. That's why you said, can you rap for me? I was like, yes. Yes, I can do that.
Yes, I fucking can.
Say less, buddy.
I've been loading up, saving these fucking skill sets.
So it's been like 3 or 4. Oh, whoa. I guess I got to do math better. I'm pretty old now. I graduated. I graduated 2019. First time I ever rapped was 2018, I think, and that was like just messing around with friends.
Dude, isn't it fucking beautiful how the skill progresses? It literally goes from saying a few words, barely,
like barely. Like I'm afraid to put like bush and push together. Like I'm like, is that good? Like I'm scared right now.
Especially when you're around other people.
Oh, the fear.
The choke. Yeah, I felt it before.
It's
Fuck
just
yeah.
like you look around like looking for a word and like there's just faces and you're like,
why aren't you telling me words? Where are the words? Where they go?
Come to me, you beautiful words.
Dude, you get to that point where it's like, this is a song now. Like I'm just here playing and making little songs.
Right? Like I'll be like in the mood to do it. And then like 20 minutes later, I have like basically a whole song done. And I'm like, that's a superpower. Like that's not like something normal people can do, but it feels so easy now that it's like, wow, that's cool. Like I got my 10,000 hours. Like,
dude, people, it's so cool to think that magic exists, man.
Dude, that's what it is though. It really is like, I mean like, I'm going to switch to photography real quick. All right, I've been doing photography for like 8 years now, professionally. And like photography feels like time travel to me. Because like you look at like an old picture you took and you feel like the same way you felt when you took that picture. Or like when you're in that moment. It's like such a like, there's so much magic. And like how does a photograph work? I mean, I get the like principles, but like you just like snip. And it's like a moment in time. You just like cut out a picture out of like time. Like
I like this.
Like,
I'll just put that into my super pocket.
Exactly. Like that's wild to me. I don't know. And like I don't know. Like your phone's working and like talking to each other. It's just like a rectangle. Like I don't.
It's weird how little I think about that, and yet how often I'm surrounded by it. Like literally this camera, bro.
Dude, like we're watching ourselves.
And
right
sounds like I'm talking into this and somehow with some electric magic.
Dude, it's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wire, this magic wire right here.
This is the broomstick of modern days. To
this
the witch
thing
of a broom.
connects to this thing, which connects to this thing, which connects to that thing. And then it's this magical thing. It's crazy, right?
And then the fucking interwebs, yeah. And amidst all that, you're given the question, what do I want to spend my time getting magical with, right?
Right.
I could spend my time getting magical, understanding all this, but I don't really care. I know a practical way to use it,
right?
But I'll get magic with what I can produce through this. In your case, music.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it kind of just
fucking clicks with you, man.
You just kind of find you find a lane sometimes. Sometimes it's given to you, and sometimes it just falls into your lap, you know? But you just gotta figure out how to use what you're being handed. Indeed. .com.
Ooh, real quick. How can people find your photography?
Oh, that's a good call. I go by at redeyefocus _ on Instagram or redeyefocus.com on the magical interwebs. Yeah, I do graduations, weddings, bar mitzvahs. Just get that bread. You know, it's my little side thing.
What religion are you, Austin?
That's kind of like I'm technically Catholic. I think God is different to everybody. I think God is a little bit of yourself. You know, you got to find God in yourself. I don't know. I kind of have my own beliefs about it.
Elaborate. I would love to hear.
It's like kind of it switches though. Like I saw something that was like God is water. And, like, it makes sense because, like, God is around you. God is within you. God is, you know, your life force, basically. And, like, it kind of makes sense, like, for God to be water. I don't know. That was, like, a new one that I liked.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, you just had me thinking water does have a lot of godly qualities.
Right? Like, it keeps you alive, you know?
Every time I'm alive, it's constantly with me in my body,
I'm going to
in
have
the
some
air.
God. I'm going to have some God right now.
Fucking... Austin, can I waterfall some water?
Oh, you bitch.
Thank you.
God damn.
Don't damn water. It's
Hide. No. I'm going to hell, aren't I?
This is just a desert. That is a pretty good metaphor for hell, a desert, I think.
Without the water, yeah. It kind of makes sense. Huh. Wow.
SpongeBob and
See, like,
Sandy
every time I
Stone.
think about it, I'm like, that water theory really, like, it hits. Like, it checks that box. Okay. What about, that box? You know, like, it kind of like, oh, no, man.
Look at a flood coming into a city, and that's pretty powerful as far as all powerful.
Yeah.
Maybe not literally, but it's practically speaking, if you saw that, this is God at work.
It's God's wrath. Just like tearing down, like
it's funny to see this wrath, bro. I was listening to one of the fears about AI and what it's going to become, and this guy was describing, well, there's a good chance it's not going to become Terminator-esque, where it hates you and it wants to kill you, but there is maybe a better chance of, you know how humans, when you make a construction site, you kill a bunch of ants?
Well, I didn't think about that, but now I am. So,
the thing about the AI got so super smart, it disconnected from us. Now it's a different species, and it's like, yeah, we have some construction on Earth going on.
It's like taking into account all living things, not just humans. Is that what you're saying right now?
I'm
like,
saying
like,
it would treat us. Maybe, right? This is just a fear.
Treat us less than the ants.
It would treat us like the ants. I don't hate you. I don't really care. I'm making a construction site, and you're in the way, and I don't feel like moving you and getting all the ants out of the way.
Wow. Quite a metaphor. Quite a way to say that. I was thinking more like the AI is like helping the construction and like, but worried about the ants, you know?
That's not.
Definitely
that
not.
was just the AI
Definitely.
fear.
Wow.
I guess that played into water somehow.
The only AI we need is Allen Iverson. Okay, that's the truth.
Is that a sport person? They play sport ball.
Let's move on. Let's move on. Keep it moving.
I gotta spend. If I'm traveling America, I have to spend more time in sports bars. That's too big a culture for me to just not tap into. You literally have sport apparel spread throughout your house.
Everywhere. I mean, like...
I feel like I just talk shit on Christ if we were living a few hundred years ago. Like, you don't know Jesus? Bro, get the fuck out of
Yo. 2022 years ago. Right? You know this man Jesus did. You know what he did?
You know what he fucking did, bro.
He took this fucking water right here. This shit turned red. You know what it turned into? This shit turned into
Bro,
wine.
no fucking way.
This shit turned into wine.
Fast forward to today, bro. Steph Curry, he was hitting the oop and the oop and the...
Steph Curry was cooking with The Rock.
Bro, he ain't even that good. Bro, he's not even that... It's like, bro, no, he didn't turn into fucking wide.
He turned the basketball into a tennis ball. I swear. This man shoots a tiny basketball. It's so tiny. He just puts the thing up. And that thing's just in every time because he's shooting at a freaking huge hoop. It's ridiculous.
I like your accent.
Thanks. got a little Italian blood in me. That's why I wore my chain, you know.
The chain. It's the good stuff. I
It's
got way. Yeah, I went Mario with the shit.
It's a me.
Yeah, you were like hard Jersey, New York, Italian.
Probably. I liked it though. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Then like, okay, it's a nice chain you have.
I've always thought about like, what if I just like picked up an accent one day, like
and just for the rest of your life?
just rock an accent, and then one day just tell everybody like, yeah, I've been fucking with y'all.
Bro, you have to be gone for months and make us believe you were living some exotic place.
Yeah.
And then you were just practicing this accent 10 miles away in Philly or something.
Yeah, like I'm just in the basement with a green screen, like taking pictures of myself, like, photoshopping Aruba behind me. Like,
what accent would you pick, bro?
Right
now, go. It could be a famous person, too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a nation. Like, I want to sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
See, the only thing I'm thinking about is Mario right now.
That's what you come back with? Where would you even say you went? The homeland of Italy bullshit?
My name is Mario, you know?
Welcome home, guys.
Would you like some... Would you like some gravy with your pasta? Like, I can't even...
That would I don't know if that would be
British.
very charming or very annoying over time if you came back realistically.
Oh, so annoying, bro. So annoying. If anybody knew me, they'd be like, stop.
I thought I really loved Austin, and then it turns out an accent plays a big role.
I don't know, maybe a British accent.
Right?
Chip chip. Would you like some tea with that? You know?
We never won the revolution, Austin. They stayed controlling our minds. The British is always the sexiest accent.
The British are coming. The British are coming. Say the British are coming in a British accent.
The British are coming, mate.
The British are coming. That was Australian. That was Australian.
Like for a second, I hope you weren't going to say anything. Yeah. Oh, right. Crikey.
Crikey, mate.
The British are coming.
The British are coming, mate. You know who else is coming, mate? It's me. And your mom.
Bro, this is fucking gold. This prepare to break the internet. This yeah, fuck yeah. This is gonna be such a fucking
It's a fly by my croissant over there.
Just gotta throw a shuriken and hit it spot on.
I should have definitely closed it.
Do you want to wrap it? You can feel free to. Would you also mind grabbing? Actually, no, I'm not gonna be eating while we're on the fucking podcast. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Fucking. And we're back.
And we're back.
What do you really fucking care about, Austin?
Huh.
Do you think?
I really care about other people more than, like, I should sometimes. You know, I really should focus on myself because at the end of the day, you're the only person that's there for yourself. Sometimes.
I'll say it a little differently. What do you really get absorbed, really want to spend your time doing?
What do I want to spend my time? I mean, music, heavy on the music. I feel like everybody, like my family at least, really like sees the photography vision and like understands it because I've made money off of it like for years. But like, I feel absorbed in the music, and I feel like it's like just. It's something like it's a part of me now. It's like sometimes words just come to me. Like I feel like I'm almost a medium for like this, you know, art form that I have to like get out to the world. It's weird. Like it feels very purposeful.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Fucking interesting, bro. Because I've been thinking about this a lot as far as what should one spend their time doing. What's a meaningful way to spend your time? And when you do that, there's this stereotypical image I have of important things are going out there and feeding children in Africa and stopping people from suffering in North Korea. But when it comes to practical, what actually happens when someone's living their life, yeah, man, the music. And that, who knows what the fuck that could turn into.
I don't even care what it turns into. You know, I care if I affect one people or one person. Wow. If I affect one person. And I've done that already. I feel like people have reached out to me and been like, "Yo, like that song really hit. Like I appreciate that. Like I'm gonna listen to you." And like it's not about listening to me or like streams or numbers. Like it's really about that impact on one person, because people are having experiences with your music that you'll never hear about as well, and like you're giving them something that
you're just
you can never
tossing
take
out
away,
a bit of beauty out into the fucking world.
Oh, I just be copy and pasting. I'm copying information I find on TikTok and I'm pasting it into my real life.
Have you had the TikTok wisdom, the TikTok messiahs give you wisdom? Because every now and then I'll find some like meaningful shit on TikTok.
Definitely. Like the water thing. Some of that music thing that I just said. But it's like stuff that really like affected me and like I'm kind of living by at this point. So like it does kind of like, it's coming from me in my own words now. And it's like they're just feeding you stuff. Like it's just propaganda that like make you feel a certain way.
That as you were saying that, the wheels were turning in my head of a lot of people shit talking TikTok because China's gonna be trying to fuck with you in some way.
Oh, that was a couple years ago.
But you stack on top of that, and social media in general. I don't hear this talked about as much. The beautiful side to it, where you were literally getting useful words of wisdom or tidbits and things along those lines. Aside for every ass video, for every like 5 ass videos on TikTok,
it's even more. Like it's like you go through 20 and you're like, I don't care about this girl who bought a shirt. Like I don't care about you. Like. Go wear your shirt and have a good day, okay? I don't care.
There are points where it almost pisses me off when I'm going through my feed and I want to be seeing like
meaningful something, like something with like intention to you that like makes you feel like gives you that dopamine, and then like nope.
Then you see like balloon popping in slow motion. You're like, okay. A little bit of that, sure, but
yeah. It's like they do know me pretty well on this algorithm thing they got going on here.
It's a funny thing when you say what your feed shows, you might be showing more about you than about what the general population sees.
People are like, "You know that TikTok sound?" I'm like, "You know that TikTok sound?" I don't know if you should know that one, but that one's a little. Like, I hear my brother listening to some, and I'm like, oh, you horny
bitch. That shit starts early. If you have access to a phone and you find out some way, somehow, that there is porn available.
We're in my parents' backyard right now. Just, I don't want to think about this. I don't want to think.
Fair enough. It's it's funny the repercussions that people have gotten that I know of for talking about in more depth than we just did with our quick breeze over BDSM, sex culture, things along those lines.
Yeah.
I've talked about politics, Trump, religion, never heard anybody getting a peep of trouble for any of that. But I talked with one person about certain things to do with sex culture, and they just hit me up. They're like, I'm losing a lot of business. And I've heard that just the other day. I heard that from someone who I won't get into the specifics in any way, but someone else is not on my podcast. Like, yeah, man, I couldn't work at a certain place anymore because of talking about BDSM and sex culture.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not the one I thought would be it. Although it is
like it's everybody like the way you were made was through like reproduction. Like why is it? I mean, we're all addicted to porn, and if you're saying you're not, you're lying because like it's there. So, like, it doesn't, and people are just afraid to talk about things they're uncomfortable with. And I feel like that's something that we need to work on as a culture. Like, we need to be more upfront with people. Like, foreign countries are very forward. Like,
I have noticed that in some where I like it. It's like I like this honesty and open talking about.
It just gets things done faster. Like, we have a two-party system that just beats around the freaking bush without ever cutting it.
Beating around the bush without cutting it. What does that phrase even mean, beating around the bush? Does it have to do with cutting bushes? Because that sounded very appropriate. Never mind.
Probably.
It's probably better to not.
No. I think it is. I think it is a, like, weed cutting thing.
But yeah.
We're going to go with that.
What? Sure.
And that's the answer.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Wrong. Where we at?
We at the backyard of Tincoop. It's fucking beautiful. I hope you enjoy the nice scenery. Oh, you have such a beautiful backyard.
Thanks, bud.
It's for people to just go outside and see nature. Just trees.
It is pretty nice. There's a bunch of divots in the yard because we had a groundhog, so it's not very fun to run on. But
gotta keep your wits about you when you're going through it.
It's pretty for a nice photo if you need a quick one, though. I'm not gonna lie. Those back bushes there are like rhododendrons, so they turn like all pink and like they're so pretty.
Did that already happen, I assume?
It already
spring?
did. It was like 3 weeks ago, probably. Oh my gosh, they were. I have a picture. I wanna show you. They're crazy, honestly. Like they are. Can
you
really
send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I want to show
we'll keep it rolling.
the camera now. I want to show that on one of the posts.
All right, I got you. I'll send it to you. It'll pop up on the screen.
Fuck yeah. Oh, you know what? Do you want saying that it's a hot topic? Would you want to talk any more about it or let it chill?
What, the sex thing?
Yeah, because when you talked about people being addicted to porn, that's a huge part of life.
Yeah.
When it comes to influencing people's minds, their social interactions, I would assume, it seems obvious to me, but I'm not sure, but it seems obvious. It seems like a common sense thing to me that will seriously affect the interactions of people who are sexually attracted to one another. Like if I'm talking with a female, then bringing up the barrier of this is a platonic interaction right now, I wonder if it's more difficult if you watch a lot of porn, because
I'm kind of taking it in a different way right now. So you know how like kind of sadistic the whole world is right now? Like there's a lot of I don't know if sadistic's the right word, but just people are very like turning evil with no remorse type feeling, right? And I'm stretching this, my ADD, but the whole gun thing going on right now with everybody just like there's a ton of shootings everywhere. And it's just, like, out of control. The whole sexual assault thing right now with, like, the almost lack of care in the higher-ups of, you know, putting down punishment on people for sexual assault. I feel like it stems back to porn a little bit. Like, people are just watching. They're getting exactly what they want, you know? Like, they get to watch it at any time at their fingertips. And, like, I think it's really messing with people's minds. Like I think it's that deeply rooted that it's like you're seeing it so often that it feels natural. Obviously the gun thing is kind of a stretch on that, but I think the sexual assault thing is like very like almost because of like watching so much porn and like being regularized, being for feeling.
I know you're adapting to it. You're getting.
You're
The word is also escaping.
Yeah. We'll put it in post. But yeah, I think it's kind of. I think porn for some people is just a means to an end, and for other people, it's like mind washing. Like I think it really messes with your head and makes you socially inept with females. And then when you're socially inept over a long period of time and get no attention that you crave and require,
I can see a frustration building from that.
People go crazy because they're watching it and they're like, "Why is that not me?" You know, and it just...
I heard someone put it in a way that fucking like, oh, this is the puzzle piece. Click.
Yeah.
They said low dominance people, they specified males, are now having the wiring of like a Genghis Khan, who I'm fucking thousands, literally, of women. You're fucking with your brain because part of you thinks you're doing that, but if you do try to do it in the real world, you're terrible at it.
Yes.
So there's this like clashing, this budding of internal selves.
Yeah.
Where one I'm a Don, fucking Don Julio, fucking the baddest of biddies, and then in the other I'm just the guy who's like, oh, I don't mean to. It's all asthmatic.
Yeah, you gotta.
The fucking guy with Cheeto dust, just carpal tunnel in his.
They're targeting gamers now. Like OnlyFans girls, they're like, "What game do you want to play with me?" And it's like,
you might be exposing yourself for your particular search.
No, I saw a TikTok about this.
Uh-huh.
It's not. Wait. It was like they're targeting anime guys and gamer guys, and I was like, duh. Like, that's their target audience. Like, come on.
Definitely seems to be a vulnerability in that. Oh, one of the things that has helped me stop using it as much is an understanding of
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, one is a basic one where men are having erectile dysfunction at way younger ages.
Huh.
And there's a lot of studies that attribute that to watching a lot of porn. It's this, we don't have to get into the specifics of it. Essentially, like, oh, I'm seeing all these women. I'm getting more and more extreme. I'm getting numb to it. These types of porn need flasher, more intense, more wacky.
Yeah. It's almost like when you're in a like relationship with somebody for a long time, or you're married and you're like, let's mix it up in the bedroom. It's like that.
Speeding that up at a ridiculous pace.
Yeah, like you get bored of just normal sex at that point.
It's weird that was like our sex education. I don't know about you, but I probably learned a lot more about
I went to school.
Sex.
I went to school, and they taught me.
Do you think you learned more about sex, like, from porn? I feel like that was the sex education.
Yeah,
There was a little bit I learned, like, oh, STI is bad. That's all I really remember from sex.
Yeah, but they didn't teach us anything about them. Like, they just said, don't get them. Wrap it up. And it was like, but what if it happens to us? Because it happens to a lot of people.
Especially college life.
It happens to, like, everybody, bro. Like, at some point in your life, you'll probably have freaking chlamydia if you fuck. Like, it happens, you know?
Then what's the next step? Antibiotics.
It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, what if you get herpes? 1 in 8 people have herpes, too. Like, what happens, you know? Like, people we know have it, and, like, they don't talk about it, you know? So it's just crazy, you know? And the education system is terrible with it, because they're uncomfortable with it. And this whole discomfort with everything needs to stop so we can move on and move up.
Yeah, we have there's this weird contradiction in America where the highest amounts of porn watchers are also focused, if I'm getting this information correct, focused in the highest amounts of Christian, like, very devout Christian parts of the country are where the most people will end up watching porn. And yet it also seems to be that culture that is very prohibiting
in their ways and their beliefs.
And you don't want to talk about sex in Christian culture usually. That's very, like, impure, only for marriage.
Well, you want what you can't have. Ooh, girl, that's too damn bad, you know? And, like, I feel like if you're restricting yourself from having that, and the other way you can just watch it, like, it's just there, it probably makes it that much more exhilarating. It's like when you're fucking your girl in the living room and your parents are home. You know, it's like...
Just that. You're right. I'll not expose people, but...
All right. But
I feel you.
It's just exhilarating, you know? It's that thrill of, like, I could get caught. Like, but, like, it's... Shouldn't... Like, I don't... It's weird. Like, we need to get more comfortable with everything, I guess, so it's not weird, but... It's just,
and I think there's a certain amount of just don't go down that road. There's the whole step thing that I don't know, but it seems like it would be better to have people not having strong fantasies about, and stronger, and building the strength of these fantasies of fucking your family. That
oh god,
and
oh god,
I don't want to shame a bunch of people if they're doing that. I don't know how to go about that.
Let's not. Let's.
Oh yeah, all right.
That's.
We can.
I don't know. When I'm in Minecraft, when I'm playing Minecraft, I start with 2 cows. and those 2 cows turned to like 100, and they're all related. So I don't know. I don't know, man. It let nature do its thing.
What the fuck? Okay. All right, we're gonna move to some other topic.
And cancel.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be so funny if that's the thing. But yeah, I do think it's important to talk about.
No, I don't think incest is okay. Let me preface. That's to me, that don't hit right. That's weird. That's very strange. That's not the way of the words. That is. Let's leave that.
Seems something off about that.
Let Alabama have that, and nowhere else. All right, we can just quarantine off Alabama.
Oh, I was gonna say poor Alabama because they catch so much shit. Although I've never spent a lot of time, so I don't know if it's deserved.
I can't say poor Alabama. I mean,
I've also heard, dude, people hate Jersey. This is hilarious, and I'm finding out much more as I travel around.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I didn't know you were from Jersey. I wouldn't have expected.
You live in Joyzy.
You
live in Joyzy. You at the Joyzy Shore with Snooki.
My mind went to the same exact things.
Come on, bro. Like, we're not
all Snooki.
Like, we all want to leave. Trust me. But we're somehow trapped here. And we all enjoy it.
There is a lot of beauty to Jersey. For sure.
My neighbor's car right now is sounded pretty beautiful.
Oh yeah, it won't get picked up on the mic.
Oh, okay, sorry. Never mind. It's a
but it does sound.
It's a Fisker. Fiskers don't make noise when we start.
Ha!
Just so you know.
We twiddled fingers and for the non-viewers.
Oh, we
joy of the inside comment.
Audio people.
Kira put me onto that because she kept saying comments for people who weren't watching when we would do funniest thing that was pure video, and I'm like, oh shit, I never think about that.
That's very interesting. I should probably be more conscious of my audio right now. I'm just saying.
Do your thing. Just to enjoy chatting is. Nice.
Sometimes I'll say something, and like if you don't see me laugh, though, you think I'm serious, and like I need, like it's fine. We're good right now, but we're beating around the bush.
The straightness of the smile that comes after. Oh, that's fucking perfect. There is a beauty to deadpan. There's just the straight face. You ever seen Naked Gun? If you love cheesy, that's not even the right word. Deadpan, where a lot of comedy happens that's fucking ridiculous, like Family Guy-esque ridiculous, but I have a straight face. You ever see Airplane?
Oh, okay. I get exactly what you're talking about.
Or Spaceballs?
I actually didn't like Airplane, but I watched it when I was younger, and I also didn't get any of the references. So, like, it's just hard. And I'm older than you, so it's not like I should be saying that. But, like,
what are you, 26?
I'm about to be 25 next week.
Okay, fuck yeah. You barely older. Yeah. It's so funny when you talk to an old person, and they'll look at us and be like, you're still babies.
And you're just like, I don't feel like a baby when I wake up. My shoulder don't feel right now. I know I'm 25, but god damn.
Was that your pitching shoulder? Did you used to pitch?
Yeah, I did actually.
I heard that's a terrible motion for your shoulder. I haven't.
Absolutely. My elbow just started giving out yesterday. Feels like I need like Tommy John or something. I just haven't been to the gym recently, and my body's like used to being at the gym, so now I'm like falling apart because I took a little break here.
I feel you. It's such a beautiful thing when you get to that peak state, and a lot of times it's not very practical because there's a lot of other demanding daily things.
Yes.
But when you do, when you're like, ooh, I've been getting a lot of good gym licks in, motherfucker, I feel like a fine-tuned machine, yeah.
Like, you just feel so strong, and it's, like, such a good feeling.
Yes.
Like, you're like, I could crush things. Like, it's just weird to, like, be bigger than you were before. Like, I've really bulked up. Like, I looked at a lot of, like, older pictures of myself, and, like, it's cool, because it's almost like I'm a new person. Like, I came out the shell and got bigger. Like, I needed a bigger shell.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Call me a hermit crab.
Then you just get to enjoy the birds chirping for a second.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
There's a lot of fucking truth to that, bro.
Ferris Bueller. Tincoop.
You ever listen to the song "Smoke Two Joints"?
By who?
Smoke 2 joints in the morning. No, never mind. Bob Marley and the people who did Santeria, Sublime.
Oh.
They both did. Sublime did a cover of it.
People who did Santeria.
Anyway, there's a funny ass quote at the end of it. Would you rather smoke 2 joints or do your homework? I knew you were gonna say that. And that's how the song ends. And there's so much fucking truth to that, bro. Like, as we're growing up, there's this love of fucking smoking weed, hanging out, playing video games.
Hey, it's legal. We're in the Garden State.
We finally fucking made it,
We're in the
bro.
Garden State, and it's finally legal. Let's go.
Have you gone to a dispensary yet here?
No, I haven't.
The Botanist. If you find one, they're beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've had to wait like an hour in line sometimes. At least a place near me.
Is it,
also the times I've went.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, for me. And also I've found some cool people in line. So
is it like super expensive?
If you want to get, so they have different types of weed. You can get an eighth of trim, and trim it's close to shake.
Yeah.
So
the
potency is probably low. Yeah, lowered a bit. That you can get an eighth for like $30.
Okay.
If you want to get, there's a step up from that. It's like broken nugs, and then there's I think just straight up nugs on the top. The top for nugs might be 50 or 60 for an eighth, and then
it's
around.
Not even terrible.
And the fact that you can choose what kind of weed you get to smoke, as opposed to before where you're getting it and you just get weed.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's like the prohibition. I'm just getting alcohol.
It is what I have. Like that's really like
moonshine, wine, beer. I don't fucking just give me alcohol. But now you can choose it. Oh, it's beautiful.
It is it's a different type of craft because like drinking, everybody finds their drink, but with marijuana, not everybody finds their strain. It just kind of is a type of strain, and then like you can branch out and you're like, wow, that one was really nice, but that one did this for me. And like you really like can just, there's so many different things to pick from, and it's just like
so beautiful.
It's almost like an endless like process of elimination to figure out what your favorite is. My favorite ever is the strain called PK.
PK.
I don't know if it's like Purple Kush or like what it stands for, but it was by this one like grower. I wish I knew the name right now. I can picture the packaging. It's like black with like a red stamp logo and like little script font, and the strain was PK. It was like 28%. Like, oh my god, this stuff was.
Was it a daytime where I'm gonna feel kind of energetic? I'm not gonna get couch.
It's like muy bien, and like and the flavor of it is just like, muy bien. Like it is perfect.
How do you feel about spliffs?
I
can tell by your face.
I love them.
Really?
Yeah. Like
really?
Little Fronto and a J. I love them.
Me too. That's slow.
Well, I got a problem though. I got a nicotine problem. Don't tell my mom. Mom, I hope you're not watching. So yeah, it's kind of
Mama Coop. I hope you watch the entirety of this episode.
Yeah, this is a rough one. My first
Your boy's
interview,
all grown up.
My first interview going pretty well right now. Mom.
I agree. I've like.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about something.
Dude, but fuck yeah. Oh, okay. Do y'all want to talk about delicious spliffs anymore? A nice tobacco lining to it. Ooh, have you ever smoked a cigar before?
Yeah, multiple. Yeah.
Have you ever smoked a cigar spliff?
What?
I've never had, but it feels like that would be beautiful. I feel fuck yeah. Why
There's
not?
no way.
Fuck yeah.
Cigars are a little harsher than like the weed smoke. You don't even want to finish the cigar.
Really? Well, fine finish because I'll usually cook them down pretty far.
I mean, I'll cook them down, but like by the time it's halfway through, everybody else already walked away, and you're like just standing there with a fucking cigar, just like.
Okay, I'll put it like this. What if you're in a rotation with people and the percentage is like 70% weed, 30% tobacco? So it's going to burn really slow.
That's just a big wrap. That's tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, like,
needs to be a thing.
I don't really love spliffs with, like, the guts. I like spliffs with, like, Fronto in it.
What's Fronto?
Fronto is a leaf that you can roll with, but it also comes in, like, little containers with, like, crumpled up like Frontos, so it's just tobacco.
Okay.
It's a tobacco leaf.
It's just made for people who roll their own stuff.
Yeah, but you can roll like it's basically a big backwood leaf, and you can just rip it and like roll like Frontos with it, or you can put it as a spliff material. Like it's cool. We'll smoke some Fronto soon.
Fuck yeah.
We used to do that at Sonny's old place all the time.
I haven't done a nice spliff in a while. I've been smoking so much less weed lately, only because I am now much more afraid of getting in any way inebriated. I like maximal 3 hits, 2, 3, because I had a bad experience where I was very high and then some shit went down, and it's like, oh, I really wish I wasn't this high right now.
True.
I need to be clear minded, and I'm not.
Yeah, when it hits you that you're like, I'm out of pocket right now.
Ooh.
Like I'm not there, and I need to be here. Like it's, I've had those realizations. I only do it when I know I don't have something to do.
But that's the thing. I knew I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a fucking hard hitting part of reality that's only now starting to sink in. The fact that fucking even in the most quiet and safe of places as we're in right now, right? This is, I guess, the archetypal paradise in the Garden of Eden sort of thing. The snake can always get in.
I did see a snake over in that yard before.
Right?
When I was like, it was a garden snake.
Ooh, matter of fact, while you're fucking, I'm going to put an alarm on. I didn't put an alarm on.
Oh, you're good. It's 11:11. We're going to be done at, what, 12:30, right?
Yeah, that's
I got to leave at 12:45. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'm going to the DMV. Oh, no, I can't wear a hat. I have to do my hair. Oh, no.
Cue the song. Doom. Oh, no.
I got to shave. Oh, no. I'm taking a new license picture today.
Oh, that's why. I was wondering.
Yeah. I'm getting my
big
boy
cut.
license finally at 25. My license.
What? How's that shit not expired a minute ago?
My mom renewed it before I turned 21.
Gotcha.
Like on the day I turned 21, so it's still a vertical, but she like I think I had a trip planned or something over the time where I was going to turn 21. So she just like renewed it for me and like
this trip's about to be fucking sick, bro.
Dude, I can't wait. That's going to be sick. I'm like really hyped for that.
Me too. Oh,
the views.
The views.
I might ask for some music video shots, you know, like just like standing on a mountain just like rapping.
Fuck yeah.
Like that sounds sick to me.
This is the best piece of advice I could give. Do with it what you will. Up your cardio before we go.
Yeah.
That's something I've definitely been working on because we
Yeah.
went on some hikes before where it was where we were we couldn't finish one of the hikes. We were trying to go up this mountain called Katahdin. We got maybe 3/4 of the way up, and bro, we're out of water. We thought we had enough.
Well, I heard you didn't even bring water.
I brought a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I brought a little bit
What?
because I was also holding.
Yeah, he had this much water. It's about an eighth of a water bottle.
I won't give all the excuses. It was fucking a bad move. What we need is a water filter, and I got one, and they're pretty cheap if we want to get a couple or one more before we go or something like that, like $20 or $30. And then you could just stop at there's usually a bunch of bodies of water on the way. Oh, but the kind of sweat where all your clothes are pretty soaked through.
Oh, yeah.
We all got to carry something on the backs with some sort of water water.
I mean, I'm going to have my camera, so I'm going to always have an extra 10 pounds on me.
Get some. I always bring my medical pack, so.
Oh, nice. I guess I got to get the right backpack or something. I mean, we can finesse.
Yeah. A backpack's a bet. As long as it's not on the verge of, like, tearing.
Yes.
You'll be good, yeah.
Yeah.
With the camera, do you have a protective case or something for it?
No.
Do you have it wrapped around your neck or something?
I mean, I have this little like strap bag that's a backpack thing, like it's almost like a fanny pack, but it's like strap. And I can fit my camera and the one other lens that I need. So
okay. Fuck yeah.
It might be rough to bring up the mountain in that. I'd rather just put it in my backpack probably with something. I'll be fine.
There you go. Fuck yeah.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
I've
Game
done
time.
We're good.
I'm just so fucking. Ooh, doggo.
It's cat.
Oh, Cato.
That's 8-Ball. He's old as hell. Love that cat though.
Just smelling the door.
He's
just like the
he's
old
like
guy by the door.
where is the sun right now? Because I closed the blind because like I didn't want my parents to look at us right now. Even though
I feel you.
Those are open and those are open.
But it's not. Sometimes I understand.
Yeah.
Like if you're singing or rapping, sometimes it's better to close your eyes if you're around other people.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm by myself and I can get into a different mode. That's why I heard Sia had her hair that covers her face.
So she can't see people?
I heard that was initially why.
Wow.
Because she had, really bad stage fright. And so that's like a trick.
It's funny, I don't think I have stage fright. Like I did a little, I went to a basement show with some people I knew, and then like they invited a bunch of people they knew. And at the end of it all, I like grabbed the mic. I was like, yo, somebody play something on the drums right now. I'm going freestyle.
Fuck
and it was sick. Like I went like 4 or 5 songs just like freestyling, and like it was fun. It was really fun.
Really fucking
Definitely
fun,
not scared. I was like,
into
I got the mic right now. Like I'm hype. Nobody gives the white dude the mic for this long. Like this is lit.
Fucking getting some. Yeah, bro. When you got it, you got it.
Yeah, it was fun.
That fucking, you had the Eminem moment.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't make white people music. I don't make black people music. I make fight music for. I fucking probably butcher the line, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And Clarence went to private school.
Dude, what a guy. What a collection of songs.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
8 Mile.
8 Mile's a great movie.
I've never seen the movie. I've only seen the highlight fucking rap battles.
You know, after I watched that movie, I wasn't even really like. I watched it late, but I wasn't even an Eminem fan at that point, and that movie just just captured me. It just hit different. You know what show's really good? Have you ever seen Dave?
Yes.
Lil Dicky's Dave. Dude, I relate to that show more than anything else. I like, it's so out of pocket. It's like so raw and emotional too at the same time. And it just feels so real. Like it just feels like real life sometimes. Like it's very deep, and like I don't know, it really clicks with me. And there's some bullshit in that show though. Don't get me wrong.
Agreed.
But like I cried when that thing ended. Like I really did.
I never
like
saw the second season yet.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Was that the end of the whole show or just through the season?
I couldn't tell you. I don't work for FX.
So you cried at the end of seasons,
dude. It was so good. It was so good.
Oh, it was funny. But yeah, I agree. There was a fucking chord it hit, man. He's hitting them right spots.
He just
Little Dicky.
He's been talking about dropping an album for like 5 years now.
The hype. It's like Kingdom Hearts, bro.
And like,
but I expect him to live.
Dude, like, he's been making like music that's like been #1 songs only, but he's kind of riding off of other people a little bit, and he needs to like get back to like making his own music and like being confident. Because I would listen to his like music.
Yeah, I could see that as being a genius move. Did you hear of how he started his first music video?
No.
He took all his bar mitzvah money, and this was after years of practice.
Yes.
Yeah, and there was from 0 to literal 100. Did you ever hear the song Ex-Boyfriend or something?
Yeah.
That was his first video he ever posted.
Yeah.
He just took all his bar mitzvah money, like, I'm putting it all on this one thing. I've fucking gotten real good at this skill.
I believe in this.
Yeah. Honed my fucking craft, and then boom. And I think, based off that, I might be sucking his dick a bit too. But
his little Dicky.
But I could see that being the show. Okay, I'm quiet on the rap game. I'm going to get my hype even broader with this show. And then I'm going to come back fucking Tyson swinging with another album.
I mean, dude could drop at any point and be good. It depends on how good it is. But it feels like he's, had enough time to work on it. But he's also said it takes him a very long time to make a good song. And I appreciate that because when you force music, it does not sound good. But when you let it come to you, it's exactly what it should be. So
Interesting.
I definitely understand where he's coming from.
I heard in the podcast with Action Bronson and Mike Tyson, and it was almost like these two psychological forces meeting. There's one of the Action Bronson, I'll create some stereotypes at the moment, or that's not caricatures. I'll create some caricatures at the moment. One is the flow. You gotta let it come, let it develop. And the other is force it, make it happen. One is the crashing waterfall. The other is the one that slowly trickles around every opening and every crevice. The stereotypical like masculine and feminine, which does not mean man and woman. It's a different thing. Like humans, I've heard, are one of the rare primates where we share. Men and women have a lot of very similar qualities.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a lot of, for example, men who can be very parental, raise kids, be very caring and nurturing and things like that, as opposed to like a baboon where the men I fight to fuck, essentially. I have to fight all the other guys away. My fangs are huge. I don't really take care of the kids after I have them. And
Interesting.
But yeah, with men and women, we share a lot of them. Although we do have extremes that tend to be different from what I've understood.
Well, we fought for our freedoms. You know, I don't think baboons are having a, civil revolution to give women their rights. I think they're fighting to fuck.
I'm saying I don't even think they would have that mood if they could, just based on their nature. It's like, no, that's just not what I want.
They're not wired that way. They're just horny. They go to the gym a lot. They take too much pre-workout.
Brought to you by Nat Geo. Yeah.
Brought to you by C4. Baboon's first choice pre-workout.
God damn, bro. What a fucking crazy legal thing. C4.
What?
What a crazy thing to be legal. The pre-workout C4.
I thought you were saying they were having a lawsuit. I was like...
No.
Yeah, it's just crack. Like, it's just straight crack 4.
You ever see the people who just take the powder and then just, like, drink?
What do you think I've done this before? I've done this before.
No!
Come on, bro.
I guess I'm fucking slacking.
I supposedly, it's similar to Coke. But all it did to me was just energize me and...
Make your skin feel hot and tingly?
No.
Really?
It made me, like, kind of sober a little bit and, like, energized me. So...
For me, I feel like...
I was really drunk and it was on top of the fridge. And I was like...
Oh, God. That's a hell of a combination. Baboon time. Let's fucking go.
I'm telling you.
Oh, that's beautiful. We'll see.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like crystal out here. The sky is like crazy blue up there.
Very picturesque.
Wow. Taking it in. Have to. Nobody's making it this far in the video.
It's like soulful.
We're good. We can take it in.
I don't know. I really wonder sometimes who listens to the whole thing. Is there anybody out there who's actually listening to the whole episode?
I don't know. I'm catching myself like doing little
clips,
like mannerisms of no, not little. I mean maybe, but like I'll catch like a little or like something like that I'm doing where it's like I don't like the way that sounds right now, and like I'm trying to work on it so it doesn't sound like I'm sounding the same throughout the whole podcast video.
Do you mean literal? Like, tonage of your voice, like I'm trying to go low and then slower and then a little faster. Or you're talking about the subjects we're talking about?
No, I'm talking about little like.
Oh yeah, like, I have noticed that, and it is so painful to watch the video while I'm editing it afterwards and realizing, oh fuck, I say like all the time.
The entire video, but I'm trying to be myself.
Yeah.
But when I catch it and I'm talking cleanly, it sounds really good.
Agreed.
Like it sounds. See, I just did it again. Like, cut me off.
No, you're good, man. That is an authentic piece to it. And it's also authentic that you want to edit it and modify it as we're going. But I guess we can only go at the rate we can go at. We can't.
I don't want to edit anything.
Oh, no. I'm only maybe editing it. Well, I'm going to edit out some parts in the beginning before we started the rap. And that's
I like the way you do the chapters, too.
Thank you.
That's kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how you're going to do chapters for this one. Because
many things are often left out in the chapter selection because I would either be making
like
such
10
tiny
seconds.
fucking increments or just be typing huge explanations for every chapter. So I say, fuck it. I'll say the highlights.
Yeah.
And then there's also a realm of mystery. Like, come check it out if you want to see what else we talked about.
It's very cool. I got to dive more into it. I couldn't watch the full videos. They're very long, but I saw a clip of the one you did with Seth and the one you did with Kira.
I'm happy people watch the clips. There's a lot of beauty to so many of the podcasts I've seen have been through clips. So I'm just watching 10 minutes, 15 minutes real quick of this.
Oh, the bagels. Oh no!
Napkins.
Yo,
the
way
bush is
the
catching the napkins. Yeah.
The bush. That's really funny looking. That's hilarious. Oh, there it goes.
Martial arts, Austin. Have you ever done a martial art? Or martial skill, I'll say.
I was a yellow belt in karate.
Oh, shit.
With the black stripe through it.
Ooh. You're going to be kicking apples off my head.
Call me Pikachu.
Fuck yeah.
What's your martial arts training levels? I know you like to punch randomly when we're in the streets of Philadelphia, but
still low at the moment. I would say I'm novice in MMA.
Okay. Oh, I did wrestling in middle school actually too, for a couple weeks, and then I was like, "This is pretty gay," and I was getting called gay and bullied a lot at that point.
It's a rough crowd,
which is I mean, I'm not gay, but like it's kind of bullshit that to be bullied for that. Like it's a choice. Why would you get bullied for? I don't know. Like, people need to get over that. The whole sexuality thing of like not being okay with somebody liking your own gender, and it's like your choice. Like that's just get over it, dude. It's not affecting your life at all.
There's a funny element to bullying, man, where sometimes people are telling you a useful truth in a very mean, fucked up way, and sometimes they're just being shitheads, like
yeah.
I just want to hurt you.
I think a lot of bullying is from like your own
insecurities.
Yeah, exactly. It's just bringing out your own insecurities.
It's like the predator. I'm gonna find the animal with the limp.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna hunt that one. I'm not gonna hunt the really strong.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't try to. I don't know.
You wouldn't try to outrun me.
Yeah. Or talk shit on your speed of running. It's like, bruh.
Look at your legs, bro. They look so weak. For our audio listeners.
Dude, that'd be so funny if I have a listener that doesn't know I have a prosthetic leg.
Yeah, right.
That's so weird just to say that sentence. I almost never say or really think about that.
Yeah, it doesn't, I'm sure it doesn't feel like it's a prosthetic leg at this
point. It's just my leg, yeah.
Yeah, right. You walk around perfectly fine. You would never, if you're wearing pants, nobody really realizes it. You don't even walk weird. You walk pretty, like, normally still.
Thank you, Austin. I got a mini limp, but it's small and getting smaller.
It's very unnoticeable, though, and you move with the crowd perfectly. It's not like we have to wait for you, you know, like you have acclimated yourself to a level where it is not uncomfortable.
Happy to hear that, Austin.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
You're back to being normal.
Time to make this leg stronger and faster than normal human legs.
Oh, God.
Now, I was thinking about that, honestly, dude. Because think about if you start to train for years to be as strong as possible, pure powerlifting.
Your body will fail.
Eventually, there is a limit you'll hit, right?
Yeah.
But before you hit that limit, compared to where you're at right now, think about how much stronger you could get, period. The potential within your hips and knees and all that jazz is so often not used because it's just very unpractical and will probably hurt a lot and all that jazz. But it made me wonder with the right leg, with like what I have, how strong could it get if I really focus on doing power training regimen? But that's more of a personal tangent at the moment.
No. I enjoy hearing about it. We don't talk about that enough.
Cool.
It's cool. Yeah, dude. I feel like prosthetics and like maybe even get AI involved and like, you know, just like robotics. I think back supports, like robotic back supports in factories and stuff is the future because they help you like lift things with machines. So it's like saving your back.
I've seen people have equivalents to that for knees as well.
Yeah, I think that's really like bionics and stuff is really going to affect our longevity of our bodies.
If you could right now replace your right arm, and it would be a prosthetic arm, but it would be potentially stronger. You could control the strength level. Like let's say you have a dial you want to turn up and down, and it's faster than your arm and more flexible, but you don't really feel anything with it. You lose the sense. I don't have touch. I don't have nerves on it.
Okay.
Do you think you'd want that?
2 questions. What does jerking off feel like?
That's a good question.
And I'm not going to ask the second question.
Oh, right. I'll imagine it pleasantly. But yeah, what kind of material? I'm imagining fucking. Let's go metal. It's just cold steel.
No.
It's formed the same as a hand.
What's the point?
Strength and speed, I guess, and toughness.
All right. Unless I was playing sports, unless my job required strength and speed and toughness, I'm a creative. You know, it doesn't really apply to
masturbate creatively. Never we're gonna just pretend I didn't say that.
Gentlemanly.
Dude, I love that they're called gentlemen's clubs.
Delicately.
Mm-hmm.
Gentlemen's clubs.
Yeah, a strip club. That's a funny fucking way to say it.
Like, it's a terrible. Like, I've never actually been to a strip club ever in my life.
Been to one and it was disappointing. I maybe just went to the wrong one. There's a good chance. But the thought process was, do I just want to get paid to get blue balls?
Right. Like, that's really what it is. You're just paying to get... I don't know. We've been on a lot of sex topics.
That's why I don't know why we've ended up talking about... You know what? Okay, we'll go fucking...
Are you trying to fuck, bro?
Bro, damn. You just read between the Freudian lines, dude.
Between the focus rate.
Fucking... Okay. You know what we'll switch it to? Idols. People you admire. People that... Is there anyone, whether real or fictitious, that you have admired, that you feel like has played a role in how you've transformed yourself?
Yes. Johnny Sins.
Who's that? Sounds familiar. Is that a Saints Row 4 character?
No, it's a porn star.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Actual people.
No, that's... Oh, it's a point. I thought you said point guard, not porn star.
No. He does shoot, though. Shoots very well. People I see as role models.
Or traits you find very admirable. Not even necessarily a person, but these are things I really want to become. I really think are good qualities, the peak qualities.
See, I want to answer that, and it feels easy to answer, but everybody is their own person, and I think realizing that whoever you are is the best quality you can have.
There does seem to be an element of moldability. There seems to be a potential for change that we have, where part of our personality does seem static, like you have this from a kid and through the rest of your life, but there's also a part of you where, I don't know, you can become more organized or disciplined or go a little more into discomfort, whatever that case may be, like the wishbone of our body as opposed to the backbone.
Yeah. I just feel like qualities in people are just...
And you know what? I'll say for you specifically, what qualities would you want to have for yourself as dream qualities? Not like a big dick, because we've been on that topic, it seems.
Damn it, I was going to say that.
You're fine just the way you are, sweetie. It's how you use it.
It's huge. 5 inches is huge. I like myself, dude. I really like. I'd maybe get a little stronger at the gym. Maybe a little less lazy sometimes. But I'm really not hard on myself like I used to be. You know, I used to be very like, I'd look down on my negative qualities and like wish I was a certain way, but now I just kind of accepted who I am and like I'm very happy with who I am.
What did you used to see? What are some examples of a negative quality you've accepted?
Like if I spent a whole day playing video games, I would be like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time. But now I'm like, I'm just unwinding. Like I'm really just taking a day for myself. Like it's almost like a needed mental break sometimes. Maybe I'd leave my room dirty. And then now I'm like, okay, I'm just not ready to clean it right now. My mind's kind of wired a little differently. I feel like with ADD, attention deficit disorder, you kind of see the world differently and certain things like don't affect you while other things really do affect you. Like my room being dirty has almost no impact on my mental health or my life at all. If I clean it, I feel good about it. Absolutely, everybody feels that way. But if it's not affecting my life really directly, it's not going to bother me. Now, my dad, with OCD, he cannot handle it being dirty. If there's a speck anywhere, he's like, you know, clean that thing. So different people see things differently, and I feel like I'm very away from the topic right now, but that's what ADD does to you.
The scatter, eh? Yeah, my dad's pretty OCD too. But making peace with some of your qualities. There are some things that we're told are bad parts of ourselves that over time you can realize, no. There's a way in which it can get out of hand, but there's something called the Big Five personality trait in psychology, and one of the traits is sensitivity to disgust. Might be a characteristic of neuroticism, different tangent, but yeah, and some people are insensitive to disgust, right? Things being disorderly, a room being messy. I won't see it as messy, but someone who's a little more sensitive on that scale will see it as messy before I do.
Yeah.
And so it's not a problem to me. I don't give a shit. It's fine. It's not really getting in the way of my life. But it gets weird when you're living with people, right? Because there has to be a sort of harmony achieved. And it's like, bro, you keep leaving the dishes dirty, and you may not care, but I care, and let's find some fucking compromise so we don't rip each other to shreds.
I'm a big compromise person. I keep doing that. I've like that's the tick that's bothering me. I've learned that I'm really good at finding a middle ground. I'm very accepting of other people. I'm very very humble. Clearly,
might be high in agreeableness.
Yeah, definitely high in agreeableness. I can find a way to see your side of the argument at almost any point, you know, unless you murder people just because of their skin color. Then I can't get that. Or murder people at all. Sorry, didn't need to.
I was about to say regular murder.
Well,
my kid was just fucking tapping his toes just the wrong way.
Some murder though, like imagine the dude was like a terrible person, raped every girl on the planet. All right, every single one of them. Would you kill him? Yes. You shoot him.
That's weird, man. I'm not sure how I feel about the death penalty. I don't know. For example, if there's an active shooter and you get there while they're active, okay, yeah, kill them.
Yep.
Unless you have some magical way to tranquilize them, and then even then, I'm not sure, should person be given life in prison or just killed, or maybe the option, would you prefer to have life in prison or killed? Here you go.
Kind of like that, but I feel like their rights should be taken away at that point if they've committed a crime that indecent.
It's weird. Like, why?
Why should their rights be taken away at that point? Because they disrespected somebody else's rights and took away somebody else's chance for something, for a bigger, better life. You know? So if they, you know, if they weren't there, they would have had a better, even just traumatizing somebody can ruin their life. So these people need to be held accountable for that. And
that just makes me wonder how to actually, what is the most useful way to respond to a crime, right? Because there's a system of, I'm just going to punish you, you go to prison, then when you get out, I'm going to push you some more. It's hard for you to get a job now, and we're going to keep an eye on you. But, you know, I've heard of the revolving prison door, right? You go out, and then the pressures are so intense where the option seems most realistic is to do crime, again, make money, yada, yada, and you're in the cycle. So how to actually rehabilitate? Because I've heard some countries are really good at it, like Germany, where, surprisingly enough, from concentration camps to one of apparently the best prison systems in the world, to having people come out where they don't continue to commit crimes, and the conditions in their prisons are they seem more civilized. Less likely to get raped and
they're pretty. They're being watched pretty strictly on their groups of people that they keep in confinement now in that area. So I'm glad it's doing well.
Germany!
Our prison system is a mess. It's just a business. Like it really is. At this point, it's just profiting, and that's not going to help anybody. It's not set up to help people. It's set up to make money. Not to sound so, negative towards it. I've just seen very many instances where it's not a system set up to help. It's a system set up to fail.
And that's so weird because it seems to help people who don't commit crimes to the degree that it removes the criminal, right? Because I want a murderer to not, if they still I just love killing. I just want to be out there killing. Yeah. I don't want you out and about.
No.
I want you like confined and kept away from me and my loved ones.
And some people can't get help. Some people...
That might be more a psych ward problem than a...
But some people will never be able to get help, you know? Some people just have it in their blood. They're like, I want to die. I want to kill everybody. Like, that's... It's happened.
Then they might get more of a mental health problem in trying to heal that.
How do you fix that? Can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped sometimes.
Sometimes it's just... You ever see the new Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Where a lot of the villains, what made them evil was just... It was... Said this a lot and it clicks. It's like a mental health message. Like, oh, no, your chemicals are just out of whack. If I can just get into your brain and boop, turn the switch, turn the dial down a little bit on your aggressive part of your brain. Dude, crazy story.
That's a really good point.
There's a guy who was in a tower, mass shooter. This was kind of decades before it became popular. What a fucked up thing to say, but you know what I mean. Before it became popular. And he had left a journal where he said, after I do this, I want you guys to do an autopsy and, you know, scan my brain, see what's up with it. He said that as, like, he could see himself going down this route. If I'm getting more aggressive fantasies and they're getting really powerful over me and I'm kind of losing control and I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he killed his wife, he killed his mom, and then he went to this tower, shot a bunch of people. They do the autopsy. They find he has a tumor pressing on the part of your brain that, if I remember correctly, increases aggression and removes inhibition, right? So now I'm having inhibition being the ability to stop yourself from, I don't know, someone cuts you off and you want to hit them with your car, but you don't.
Wow.
Or I don't know if you ever have some road rage or like that person's riding my ass, kind of just want to slam the brakes right now.
I drive a Subaru.
Yeah, just fucking get mopped.
Get the fuck out of my lane. I mean, I don't roll the windows down or ever honk my horn because I have a pussy honk in that bitch. It goes.
Imagine that was angry, yeah. Yeah, like should that guy get punished? I don't think so. If you could just remove the tumor, it seems as though the whole thing of choice went out the window.
But. Everybody that does something wrong probably has something wrong with them in their brain. So you're saying everybody should be forgiven because of the way that they're wired?
I'm saying there's a point at which I think you should be forgiven because of the way you're wired. There does seem to be a point where what's pushing you to crime and to kill people is, let's say, maybe a collection of beliefs.
It's out of people's control, potentially.
Sometimes.
That tumor thing is a very exact example of, like, you know, it was not his fault. It was something growing in his body that made his brain rewire.
Yeah.
So I get that one.
Then there's a weird one of the philosophy you have, perhaps, and some maybe traumatic experiences bring you down a dark path. I'm thinking specifically of mass shooters, let's say for a school. Maybe they don't have a literal tumor pressing in their brain. Maybe like Columbine. Oh my gosh. Now I'm catching all the likes. Columbine shooter. One of the kids left a journal. And I was reading some of his journal, trying to piece together what the fuck makes these people tick. And you could see this building of rage. You could see he wasn't really getting laid, and he had this anger towards the people that were. He called jocks he called them the zombies, and they're just part. And at first, you could see him as a kid. He's just a bit of an outcast. And, you know, he's frustrated he's not getting the girl, and he's not making a lot of friends. He has some friends, and then his best friend gets a girlfriend, and he's not really spending any time with him anymore. And so he's getting mad at him and the girlfriend, and he's going further and further and further and further down this dark path. And it seemed as though he had much more control over going down that path. Now, maybe there's an argument of since he was... Maybe there could be an ignorance argument of, oh no, they didn't know XYZ, so they believe these things to be true, that it was right to do, that they are justice, they are some sort of wrathful vengeance, giving these people what they deserve, these fucked up zombies that are just this whole system.
So he justified it.
Yeah,
in his mind.
over months and years, there was this buildup.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you had a bully and you have a fantasy if I just punched them in the face. It was that, but grown to this insane
It's like prisoner
proportion.
syndrome. Or not prisoner syndrome, but captor's syndrome. What's the proper Stockholm syndrome. That's
where
what
you fall in love with the person who kidnapped you,
but not falling in love. Just the
murderous.
Yeah, like he convinced himself to hate them.
That's so weird, man.
You know, so just propagandized himself, basically.
That's a great way to say it. He propagandized himself. Jesus fucking. How is there even a potential to create that, I wonder?
Our minds are not brick walls. Our minds are very loosey-goosey, and it's a sponge. If you put bad things into the sponge is going to get gross. So you have to be careful with what you put into your mind, which ties back to the porn thing.
For fucking damn sure, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll tell you that off the air.
All right, cool.
But, yeah.
Cool. We're at 11:45 right now.
Cool.
It's beautiful. Cool. We're doing great.
Agree. How's the song going? Tell me.
Let's you want to get back to music real quick? Let's talk about some music. All right. I know you still freestyling. How you been feeling about it recently?
I like it. I've been doing a little more. I was off it for a little bit. I've been getting back onto it.
Yeah.
Turning it into a discipline practice as well as a game.
True.
So that I can keep more consistent with it. And do you feel like spitting some?
I would not mind.
Okay.
I would not mind. Oh no, I know this song. Hey, since 1990. Yeah. Okay, wait, let me grab it. This shit great, this shit magic. Your shit fake, that shit tragic. That shit a lake, that shit acid. And I've been tripping in, dipping in, slipping in. Okay, differences, I run businesses. Yeah, gotta get it big. Yeah, I can't quit, this shit ridiculous. Riddling rhyming, yeah, tickling time. Looking in your mind, yeah, spitting your spine. Splitting your back, breaking it too. Breaking that split for a roll up. You need a little Dutch, need control of us. Yeah, need to grab it. Need some trust. Need the tragic shit turn to dust. So I can do this, yeah, this that love. This that dove, yeah, this that dove, yeah, this a dove. Okay, dubs up, yeah. Please put your thumbs up like Max said. Yeah, don't mind my accent. Yeah. I'm just on this shit rapping, talking crap for the kids in the back room. For the kids in the back room, rolling up a backwood. We've been in my backyards talking about shit a lot, but like it's like a podcast, so fuck it, figure it out. And we back for more. This shit crack. This shit cracking whores, you know that. Yeah, she on the street, she homeless. I don't care, I'm still gon' bone it. I still got my bonus. I've been shooting shots up, feel just like the bonus. Man, you don't even know it. You don't even know it. Yeah, you don't even notice. Yep, I'm hocus with the pocus. Yep, I've been smoking on this lotus, it's too potent. Yep, and that's bogus. Let me grab this shit. Notice? Yeah. Grab this shit. You notice? Yeah. I grab this shit. You notice?
I think I noticed.
I think he noticed. Yeah. I think I'm floating right now. I'm so high, Michael Jordan couldn't slow me down. Yeah. I need my own brand soon. I got a grandson coming. Wait, shit. I'm 25 years ahead. Maybe 35. The way I'm getting ahead. Once a year. Fuck it. Need to change that up real quick. Need to drink a beer. Or a White Claw and see it clear. Yeah. Grab a beer.
Yeah.
I don't need water. I'm doing great, man. She my daughter. She called me father. Do what I taught her.
Do what you taught her because you are her father. You are the teacher, man. You're the word new preacher. It's a way to be rapping, and now we playing. I'm taking a little bit of the licks, and now I'm just saying I'm a out in the street, they call it murder. Beat change.
Yeah. They call it.
They call it. They call it. They call it.
Hey, out in these streets, they call it murder. Don't mean to burden you. but shit, I ain't never heard of you. You talking like you understand me. You burning through my brain, yeah, you need a plan B. Oh shit, cause I'm about to come inside right now. Let me inside your front door to pipe you down. Yep. You speaking way too loud. I need to chill out. We need to just smoke some loud. So I've been rolling loud. Yeah. But I'm a Gulfball. Yeah. Yeah.
He a Guffball, oh, desperate, yeah?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good, fucking, we finding it. I'm getting a little greedy, but I'm so needy for a little bit of spitting on the beat, and so I just please me.
Hey.
Every word that I'm saying, I'm just praying, letting out a beautiful manifestation, I'm just saying. Right now we cruising, no snoozing, awake with the alarm. I got no harm in my bone, cause I got the charm. The reggae, super slow, mellow beat. We just going and going, the slow, smooth moving. Right feet, two of them. You know, I got new words, putting them together, I'm fusing them. You two, a whole new style, a prototype, artificially made, but I'm still getting it, hey.
She said to eat my ass, I'm jumping into sewage. I don't mean to jump too close to conclusions. I just want to jump to confusion. Yeah. Man, I want to give your brain a contusion. From the bed frame, I'm breaking it. Yeah, I need to contain my entertainments. Yeah, I'm excited.
He's excited.
I'm excited.
He's hyped.
Shit, I'm way too enlightened, but I'm heightened. Yeah, I'm frightened of the future, but I'm moving so fast. Putting lyrics in my computer so I can get up on that ass. Yeah. I'm just trying to speak the word, trying to fool the world. Yeah. True. You know it's Coop. Yeah. Don't play with me.
At the tin coop, you already fucking know. Don't
Yeah.
fucking play with him.
Don't play with me. Unless you playing with me. I'm talking to the shawties in the front. The shawties with the big bones. The shawties in the front. The shawties smoking fronto. The shawties from Toronto. The shawties smoking fronto. The shawties on the bunghole.
Driving in the Bronco. Got enter more bubble wrap.
Driving in the Bronco.
Yeah.
Yeah. She wanna tango, I wanna go to Fandango and get her a little ticket. She doing this, she make it different. Oh, fuck, I had that.
You got it. Fucking go to Fandango.
Give her a ticket cause she been parking in the wrong spot. She been hitting in the wrong spots. Yeah. I'm big of rock in her place. Talking about my heart race. Yeah, it's just stuck in the heart pace. Yeah. Start, play, start, please press restart and play so I can restart my brain.
That was fucking beautiful, Austin.
This gay ass handshake, love it. Mm-hmm. I love it. Gay meaning happy.
Fire.
Oh my god.
Never mind.
Cancelled.
For the sake of your mom, I'll keep that comment to myself. Just
so
in case.
We're all a hive mind. And
Elaborate.
the reason I feel this way is because the way that we all do the same things at the same times. You know how astrology kind of makes sense? How sometimes it's like it's a new moon. We're all feeling the same way because of this new moon. I think when we all feel a certain type of way, it's because we're all connected. All of our brains are kind of like in sync with each other because we're kind of like a hive mind. I don't know if this is true or not. I didn't do my own real research on it, but there was a study on ancient culture, and way before the internet, apparently there were, I think it was hieroglyphs. There were hieroglyphs of the exact same things in cultures that didn't communicate with each other, had no form of connection at all, and they were talking about the same things. So I feel like in big enough numbers, if we know about a certain theory, other people know about that theory as well.
That is some weird waters to be jumping in. There are similar circumstances when it comes to religious ideas, stories. For example, the dragon. The dragon is something found across many, many cultures that did not interact with one another.
Yes.
It's this idea of the eternal fucking, this flying reptilian super beast. There are several things like that, especially when you dive into mythology. Do you know what the hieroglyphs were talking about?
Which ones?
I don't know how many types were found in many different...
A million. Like a ton of hieroglyphs. I mean, mainly Egyptian hieroglyphs, obviously, when you're thinking about it. But there's a lot of different forms of... There's studies on just hieroglyphs. You know?
Are you talking about the ones that are found in the same place or found in different places?
Yeah. Like carved in stone. Any writing carved in stone is basically a hieroglyph.
But you're saying there's the same symbols used in cultures that didn't interact with one another?
Exactly. Like they're saying the same things. I can't give an exact example because I saw it a while ago of what I'm talking about, but believe me, it's true. But yeah, I think it's pretty crazy that it kind of applies. Like I go to therapy now. And I was talking to my therapist, and she was like, you guys are always on the same page. Like, if somebody comes in sad, everybody else comes in sad. If somebody comes in is like, hey, what's that? Another person will say, hey, what's that? Or we'll talk about the same topics. Like, it's really crazy how we're all kind of wired very similarly.
We're very social.
And very on time with each other. You know how we, just did the same song with each other? We're very on time with each other, and feel like it has a lot to do with frequencies and has a lot to do with our brains being connected.
Brains being connected.
Doo-doo-doo.
Now you're making me think of ESP and some freaky shit like that. Have you ever heard of CIA studies where they say they hide an object in a room? You have no idea where it is. They didn't tell you what it was. Maybe they didn't even tell you the object, or maybe they'll tell you focus on a key. And you just focus in the specific practice they say on this key. And you're like, oh, fucking see a water park, see a sign with toothpaste it's selling on it in this big square building next to it. And like, oh, that's the building we hid the fucking key in.
Yeah.
And there are other realms like that in the investigation into ESP. And you'll hear stories of people like, oh, I was thinking about you, and I haven't talked to you in years. I was thinking about you, and I haven't talked to you in years, and I just decided to call you.
Yep. Like when you hit me up for the podcast thing, too. I mean, it was kind of a timing thing as well, but I was going to text you to do this, and you texted me before I even got the chance to text you. So it was kind of... it's weird.
Now I have some theories popping up in my head. For example, when we were talking about the music, the Never Gonna Dance Again, what we were talking about, silence, filling the silence. Okay, what's the stereotypical fill the silence music? Some
that's not
tooting on a horn for
Isn't that no, that is Never Gonna Dance Again. You're right, but is that the name of the song?
No, I think it's Careless Whispers.
Yeah, that's why you got me. That's why.
But I'm just there's a trigger associated with that of elevator-esque music.
Yep.
And then that horn, I don't know how. See, that is weird though, because that specific song to have popped into both of our heads.
The exact melody.
And there are the specifics I don't remember, but I remember that essentially happening several other times throughout my life. It's a common thing. We finish each other's sentences.
Yep. It is. And look at twins. Twins are very in sync with each other. Like, they don't even have to talk to each other sometimes. They know exactly what the other one's thinking. Sometimes
you can get so close with a person, and maybe it can go deeper than this, but when you just give a look, there's not even...
They just know. I have another theory I've picked up. This one's from Reddit. It was a theory on who you become. Every time you breathe out, you let out a little bit of your soul. And every time you breathe in a little bit of other people's souls that are around you. So, like, the people you hang around the most, you kind of become like.
Through breath specifically?
Yeah, through breathing.
That's how are you defining soul?
Like,
and also
your spirit.
Okay, there definitely seems to be truth in there's the old adage, the 5 people you spend the most time around.
Yes, that was
that's
what I was
like who
say,
you'll become.
But I think it's deeper than 5. I think it's way bigger than just. It's every person you interact with, and
maybe also the context in general. Because let's say you're a guy who lives a lot in the woods and you don't really talk to people, then it's going to be that thing that's going to mold you a lot. A lot of the loneliness and solitude, the woods, the forest. Although we are very social creatures, so humans have a unique ability to influence humans compared to a human by themselves looking at a fox or a bird or a chipmunk or something. We'll have a lot more sway. There's the stereotypical person who walks in the room and they just drain the energy from the room, or they'll boost it up. Or there's a person who walks in, you feel tense, like, oh, this is the person who snaps on people and you have to be on eggshells around them.
Yep.
And you could almost call that telepathy of sorts.
You can like feel it. Energy is definitely a very like felt emotion, you know? It really like is present in the room with you.
In more than just sight and sound and touch, right?
For sure. For sure.
There's some trees or plants where if another plant of the same species dies nearby, they'll release maybe a pheromone, if that's the right word for it. And the other one will pick up on it and start to smell it a little different, so bugs are less likely to eat it. And I really wonder, do we have similar
abilities,
ways of communicating with one another, senses that aren't stereotypically understood? Maybe we have more than 5 senses, almost certainly. Well, I can immediately think of a sense we have that's not part of the 5 senses. Proprioception, like where I close my eyes and I know where my hand is without having to look at it. There's a sense of where my body is in space without sight. That's proprioception.
Say that word again.
Proprioception.
Proprioception.
Knowing where your body is in space and time without seeing it.
Wow, first time I've ever heard that word.
Yeah, there you go.
And I'm a rapper.
You're welcome. It can be fucking used, bro.
Proprioception.
That arsenal.
Yeah.
That makes me think of Inception.
Give me a section.
Okay.
I'm gonna sell it out.
Something to leave with.
Okay.
A closer.
A leave.
That's just it. We just get sponsored by
Extra strength. Take one and you're good all day.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe this end will be for the special cut, but no, I don't really like that. What is your biggest regret that you are willing to share?
My biggest regret is not washing my fucking pillow for 10 years.
That's pretty regretful. And now,
God damn it, I love that pillow.
Maybe the sun will fucking dry it, bro.
It's not been 10 years. I'm kidding, but it's been a long time. It was very gross.
With sweat and use, and then you have that weird kitty attachment to it, like the kid who's keeping the blanket with him all the time with strings and tatters.
You can't take my pillow. Exactly.
This is Booby. This
is ZB. I literally had a pet zebra. A stuffed animal zebra.
Like 5 years ago.
Biggest regret.
I want to center around pain, then reflection on that pain, and progress made through that reflection. So I feel like regret is one of the biggest sources of pain. The force that can literally make you wish you didn't live your life, right? Where you get to the end of life, and if you stacked up enough regrets, like, oh, fuck, I just wish I could do it all over again. That seems important to me to understand that.
I should know this. It's kind of a tough question.
You can replace regret with just mistake.
Biggest mistake.
By your own definition of big.
I'm really trying. I'm really digging into my brain to try to figure this out.
And even if the number A1 biggest doesn't pop into the head, I want to get to a big one.
I have a good story I could tell of something ridiculous that happened to me one time that was most embarrassing moment of my life.
All right, sure.
You want the most? All right. So, in high school, God, this story hurts me. You're not ready for this.
Did you shit in school, but not in the bathroom?
Close. I actually did, but that's a different story.
Ditto.
All right. So I'm working tech crew for the school musical. and I was on the catwalk doing the spotlights.
Wait, they actually had like a really high up walk?
Yeah.
I didn't know they had that in high schools.
They had that at my school. They had like a ladder, and the ladder is like in this like half like tube basically, like going up, and then like you go down to like the back closet area.
Cool.
So I'm up there, and before the show, I feel like I'm gonna lead where the story's going, but before the show, I drank a huge Gatorade and a huge iced tea thing, like a half gallon or gallon thing, whatever they are.
Electrolytes.
Yeah, fucking huge. And about halfway through at like intermission, I was like, I gotta pee. Somebody get me down, because they have to turn the light on at the bottom for you to get down. They were like, no, just hold it. And I was up there with a girl, and that girl was very uncomfortable with everything. So I couldn't just pee into like a bottle. Plus, there's people right below me. So like I'm just like over the top of everybody. So like I can't go like to the bathroom. There's a whole like hour and a half left of the show, 2 hours. It's not close to done. I'm getting through the whole show. I'm like holding this light as
shaking,
steady as I can, but like I gotta, like I'm pissing down my leg, like almost. Like I did actually pee a little bit in my pants, and I had them send up a new pair of shorts. They could send up a new pair of shorts, but couldn't send somebody else up to cover my job. Bullshit. And at the very end of the show, my homie's coming to get me because he's got to like go through the crowd. He gets stopped.
You made it the whole show?
Huh?
So you made it the whole show?
I made it the whole show. Made it to the very end. He's like walking to get me. I'm like dying. I can't go down this ladder. It is pitch black. Like you can't go down without somebody else turning the light on. It's like sketchy. I don't have my phone on me. I'm like young. And he gets stopped by like somebody's grandma. He gets stopped by somebody's like parent. So he takes like 15, 20 minutes to just get to me. It was probably like 10, but it felt like an eternity. And by the time he gets to me, I'm like zooming down this ladder. And then like I get halfway down the ladder and I'm like, back up. And it's just everything came out of me. Like I waterfalled this fucking ladder. Like it was magical and disgusting, embarrassing and beautiful. It was the best feeling piss of my life. I peed longer than I've ever peed in my life as well, so it was very, like, it was like, oh, shit. Like, it was looking up. Yeah, I literally looked down, because it was my homie who, like, lives down the street from here, actually, who's been my friend forever. And he's like, oh, shit, like, backs up real quick, like, didn't get hit by it. And, yeah, I pissed myself on the ladder, and then the girl had to come down after me. And yeah,
it's got a sting for a high school kid for sure.
And it was it was the last show, so we went out to food afterwards, and I'm just like in somebody else's pants again. And
damn, also why change your pants so much?
They wouldn't let me pee, bro. So next time somebody says, yo, get me down at intermission, let them come down.
It's crazy that when you say that, I was thinking back to you saying you're agreeable, and that makes me think of a common psychological practice disagreeable training, where you train people who are high in agreeableness to be disagreeable for the several realms of life in which it's a very useful skill, like asking for a raise. Mm-hmm. You have to really, at times, pull it out of the boss because they don't have like extra money lying around to. And in that instance, it seems, at least my reflection on it, maybe a teaching moment to be more adamant and have your will be done. Like, no, I'm peeing. Fucking turn the light on.
Yeah.
Or I'm going down.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was too worried about the safety hazard. It wasn't.
I feel you.
I had like I'm saying, I kind of peed my pants beforehand up there. Mm-hmm. It was very light in the beginning, the first one, and then they sent me. I don't know why I even needed a new. I guess it was just
a little trickle.
Yeah, and I was fine, but. So after that, I could hold it a little bit longer, but then it was bad at the end.
I don't want to.
It was bad.
I kind of want to erase the thing I just asked real quick. Do you have anything reflection-wise that you took away from that story as far as being useful for the rest of your life?
Don't drink a ton of liquid before going to a place you can't go to the bathroom. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Dehydrate. Like
eat lots of bread and no liquid.
Yeah, no, just chips, bro. Just chips. Like
salty as fuck. Hold all the water in.
Yeah, don't drink water, kids. Grab a beer. Miller Lite. God damn it.
All right, that's all, y'all.
Do you have an outro you do?
That was probably just gonna be it. And
That's
then
all,
it would just be boop.
Oh, okay.
I have an intro though.
All right. Well, can I do an outro real quick?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Get some.
What's the name of your channel, actually? I didn't check that.
The name of the podcast is Spirit of a Nation. The name of my channel is nomadic.shaman.
Okay. Spirit of a Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for another episode of Spirit of a Nation with your host, Alex, and your special guest, Tincoop. Hope you guys have a wonderful day or a wonderful week, however long it takes you to come back to us. Stay salty, my friends.